More than a dozen states are suing TikTok. The Godfather of AI was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. And the SpaceX Crew 8 astronauts' departure from the International Space Station has been delayed. It's Wednesday, October 9th, and this is Engadget News. "14 states have just filed lawsuits against TikTok that claim the social media platform damages the mental health of young users and collects their data without consent. Each lawsuit was filed individually. The suits, which are led by the Attorneys General of New York and California, say the platform violated the law by falsely claiming its platform is safe for young people. The lawsuits spotlight what the plaintiffs call addictive features. These include the kinds of things present with many modern social media apps like 24/7 notifications and autoplay videos. However, the lawsuit also focuses on dangerous TikTok challenges. There have been plenty of these, from challenges that task people with taking an excessive amount of Benadryl to messing with an electrical outlet. It's worth noting that the aforementioned challenges were issued by other TikTok users and not by the platform itself. However, the suits do attempt to illustrate TikTok's underlying business model, which is accused of maximizing young users' times on the platform so the company can boost revenue from selling targeted ads. The various lawsuits even suggest that TikTok allows for the sexual exploitation of its younger users via a proprietary currency and a live streaming component. The TikTok Live platform is technically only for adults, but one of the suits alleges lax age verification measures incentivize U.S. minors to lie about their age to gain access. The suits also accuse TikTok and parent company ByteDance of collecting the data of young users without consent. This is not a new complaint, as the Department of Justice filed a suit back in August that charged TikTok of collecting the personal information of children on the platform and failing to comply with requests for that data to be deleted. Texas also recently sued the platform for violating child privacy laws. The suits seek to impose financial penalties on the platform, including the disgorgement of all profits resulting from the fraudulent and illegal practices, and to collect damages for users that have been harmed. Two scientists have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. John Hopfield, an emeritus professor of Princeton University, devised an associative memory that's able to store and reconstruct images and other types of patterns in data. Geoffrey Hinton, who has been dubbed the Godfather of AI, pioneered a way to autonomously find properties in data, leading to the ability to identify certain elements in pictures. However, Hinton has grown concerned about machine learning and its potential impact on society. He was part of Google's deep learning artificial intelligence team, Google Brain, which merged with DeepMind last year, for many years before resigning in May 2023. So he could freely speak about the risks of AI. At the time, he expressed concern about generative AI spurring a tsunami of misinformation and having the potential to wipe out jobs, along with the possibility of fully autonomous weapons emerging. Although Hinton acknowledged the likelihood that machine learning and AI will improve healthcare, it's going to exceed people in intellectual ability. We have no experience of what it's like to have things smarter than us, he told reporters, according to the New York Times. That said, Hinton, a Turing Award winner and professor of computer science at the University of Toronto, was flabbergasted to learn that he had become a Nobel Prize laureate. Hurricane Milton is causing issues in space SpaceX's Crew 8 astronauts were originally scheduled to start making their way back to Earth on Monday. But since splashdown is scheduled off the coast of Florida, NASA and SpaceX have decided to push that back due to weather conditions and potential impacts from Hurricane Milton. NASA and SpaceX are now looking to undock the Crew 8 mission vehicle from the ISS on October 13th. They will hold another briefing on the situation on the 11th and could delay the mission's return further for the safety of everyone involved. The Crew 8 mission launched on March 4th. They conducted several experiments while on the International Space Station, such as sequencing the DNA of any antibiotic-resistant organism they could find on the ISS to look into how they adapted to the conditions out there. They also studied human brain organoids created with stem cells to look into Parkinson's disease and into how extended spaceflight affects the human brain. They printed human tissues, studied how microgravity affects drug manufacturing, and worked with an Astro Bee robot. NASA will most likely cover their flight back on livestream, while Crew 8 has yet to leave the space station. SpaceX's Crew 9 mission astronauts have been on board since September 29th. That mission only flew with 2 crew members because it will be coming back home with NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, who originally flew to the ISS on the Boeing Starliner. NASA said Wilmore and Williams have already tried on and tested their SpaceX intravehicular activity spacesuits and have completed all the work required to fly back to Earth with the Crew 9 vehicle. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Lawrence Bonk, Chris Holt, and Mariella Moon, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer by me, Steve White. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.